All right, welcome back to the KFYR Plus News Desk. And Capital Shakespeare is bringing Thornton Wilder's American classic Our Town to the Bismarck State College, and director Emily Riegler joins us to discuss this intimate, timeless story, the free performance, and why Wilder's now simple moments continue to resonate with audiences everywhere now. Emily, thank you so much for visiting with me today. Sure appreciate it.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Well, Our Town at the Bismarck State College, Schaefer Hall, Sidney J. Lee Auditorium. It's set for February 13, 14, 7 p.m., and the 15th at 2 p.m. Why did you choose Our Town? What do you think makes this story connect so strongly with audiences today?
Well, it's one of my personal favorites. It's also one of the
Hmm.
most produced plays in America, especially. Was written by Thornton Wilder and depicts very simple life in a small town. It's that town is set in New Hampshire, but it really could be any town anywhere in the United States in particular, or even in the world. It's produced internationally, and it just really speaks to the everyday moments that bring joy and meaning to life, that I think all people everywhere can respond to.
How did you approach directing such a well known classic while making it feel fresh and meaningful?
It always begins with a wonderful cast. So we've got a lot of really talented actors in this community, and I was fortunate to get a lot of them on board with this piece and really exploring the characters. But also, it's a little bit philosophical at times. The actors are playing multiple parts to kind of show
Hmm.
you different areas and aspects of the town, and so it I really wanted to emphasize this idea of, the universality of people, right? It's how easy it is to put ourselves into another person's shoes, to think about how they're living life, and how the ways they live life contributes to our lives as a society. So we really talked a lot about people and society and neighborhoods and neighbors taking care of each other, and families, as they explore and shift through the stages of life, how they can support one another as well.
How does the simplicity affect the actors, meaning Thornton strips away the elaborate sets and costumes?
It is a challenge for actors if they've mostly worked in realistic settings, because all of the emotion and all the motivation has to happen from them. They're not reliant upon a bunch of props and a bunch of complex sets to keep themselves busy. So it
Hmm.
takes a lot of focus and dedication from the actors to really create this world. But because the world is so simple, I think that's what allows imagination to take hold. Just as when children play, right, they can turn a hula hoop into a shield, or they can turn a shoe into a treasure. So by sort of stripping away the reality, allows the audience and the actors to really put themselves into it, to see what's powerful and the imagery that's powerful for them.
Were there any moments in rehearsal, Emily, that surprised you or shifted your understanding of this play?
Oh, for sure. As it does, it does get philosophical at times. We take ourselves through, really the main couple. They're very young at the beginning of the play. They fall in love, they get married, and then by the end, they're passing on. And so we talked a lot about life and death, and how we process death, and how as a society and through various religions and various viewpoints, we approach both enjoying the life as that we have now, and also preparing ourselves for death, for the next life, if you will.
For someone who has never seen Our Town, why would this be a great first introduction to live theater?
Well, it really is simple. There isn't a really complex plot. It's very easy to follow. It's very easy to see yourself inside of the characters, and the mothers, and the fathers, and the neighbors. Um, and it's very easy to identify with. I find myself, I've now seen the play so many times as we've worked through it in rehearsals, and I can identify with each and every character in different ways. And I find myself every time I watch it, or I identify with a new character in a new way. So I really think it is a very universal show. And I think that's why it has become so popular for both actors and audiences, because it's a joy to watch it even more than once.
The production is free and open to all ages. Why is the accessibility to theater so important to you and the Capitol Shakespeare?
Well, it's just a part of our mission. We believe that live events and theater for us, our area of expertise, should be accessible and available to people of all statuses. Seeing things live, it's like going to a basketball game live, going to a football game live. It is different. There is a sense of community when you're there. You get to talk about it as it happens. You get to enjoy it and react with people around you. And we want as many people to have that option as possible. So we do have all of our performances are free. We are a nonprofit. We do accept donations, but it is completely voluntary and up to what people can or feel able to contribute. So we really enjoy bringing new audience members into live theater, people who've never seen it, whether it's a Shakespeare like we do in the summertime outside, or whether it's like an American classic, which we tend to focus on in the wintertime. We just want to expose people to a new adventure or a new way to engage with your community and your friends.
Putting something like this together, Emily, there's got to be some challenges. What did you find most challenging about Our Town?
Oh, I think again, because it is so stripped down, that as much as it's a blessing, can also be challenging because you have to find the motivation to keep pushing forward. The actors do have to interact with imaginary objects sometimes, you know, if they're a newspaper boy throwing a newspaper, and so that's a new skill a lot of them have been exploring. But just as with our normal jobs, you know, actors like a challenge, and these actors have risen to that challenge and are really doing an amazing job of sort of creating that magical world.
What would you say to someone who's never been to a Capitol Shakespeare production?
Oh, well, please come. They're lots of fun. We try and be a very welcoming organization to everyone, no matter your experience level. You don't need to know anything. You just walk in. It's just like going to a movie. You don't need to research. You don't need to do anything. Just come on by and see if it's for you and enjoy it. And yeah, just enjoy.
And finally, Emily, what do you hope audiences, especially the younger viewers, take away from this production?
Oh, I hope they take away just a sense of community and a sense that, you know, we like to sometimes we focus on the big events in life, and big events are so important. Your wedding, the birth of your first child, or any of your children. But the magic of life is really in the quieter moments, you know, the kiss at the end of the day, the prayer before lunch, you know, those really quiet, simple moments. That's where we live life. And sometimes we really rush through life, I think, especially in our very busy, technology-oriented society. So to take that time to really enjoy moments with your friends and your family around you, rather than thinking about what's next.
Well, fantastic. Our Town at Bismarck State College, Schaefer Hall, Sidney J. Lee Auditorium. Again, February 13, 14, 7 p.m. A matinee on the 15th at 2 p.m. Director Emily Riegler, thank you so much for your time today. I sure appreciate you.
Yes, thank you so much for having me, Jay. It's been a pleasure.
You got it.